How y'all doing today? This is Mr. Parris, Ray Parris, aka Make Moves. I'm here with the Supa Black Girl. You know, she's been doing major things in the city, Liberty City, with her dance company, and she put some time out her busy schedule to share about some entrepreneurship tips of how she's able to run a successful business over these years. Are you guys ready?
COVID-19 and the pandemic, my company and I have had very, very little activity. We've sat back, we've tried to quarantine, we've tried to take care of our families, take care of ourselves, our mental health, our physical health, but something was just missing. We knew that our love for dance and our passion for movement was being stifled just a little bit, and we wanted to get back to what made us happy, the core of our passion, the core of our strength. So why not Resurgence, just a revival, coming out of something of little activity. We got together, innovative, passion, creativity, strength, fortitude, persistence, and put together something very amazing, a once in a lifetime opportunity, something very historic that this company has never done before. No company in Dade County has done this before. Reaching out, stretching ourselves creatively, put together a show in less than 3 weeks of something of this magnitude is going to be absolutely amazing and epic. I'm so proud of the dancers for coming together. I'm so proud of the choreographers for working together, being creative, pushing their boundaries, pushing their limits, just so that we can prove that we still love dance. And yes, we want to be safe, and we practice all of the different measures that we have to. But it's very important for us as artists to be able to live in our truth. Our truth is the studio. This is where we feel most at home, most at peace.
Well, right here we have Supa Black Girl.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
Could you tell me a little bit about what you do and how you came to be?
So, I'm Supa Black Girl. My real name is Traci Young-Byron, and this is my 16th year in business with my dance company. I am the founder and artistic director of the Young Contemporary Dance Theater. I'm also a teacher at Miami Northwestern Senior High School, and I've been there for 15 years as well.
Wow, so you're an educator and also an entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
So it's not like you're in the classroom, but you actually practice what you preach.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
that's, teachers, that's important. You want to do something you love. And I think Mrs. Young has done that in a tremendous way. So Ms. Young, can you tell us about how you're able to maintain longevity over these years?
I think the way I've been able to maintain longevity over the years is just I've always been true to myself. I've always been unorthodox and unapologetic about that. And, sometimes you have to just know your purpose. And I know that dance and teaching dance is my purpose. It's always been since I was a little girl. And that's part of the reason why I've been able to maintain and sustain over these past 16 years is because I'm not trying to be or emulate anyone else. All I am is trying to be me. And I'm okay with that. And I think that's what makes me successful because I'm just true to who I am.
So the key is be you.
Absolutely. Everybody else is already taken, so be yourself.
Be yourself. That's the key. The next key thing I wanted to talk about is how you're able to. Everybody sees the front level of what's on social media, but they don't see behind. We're in the studio. What does it take to run a business? Share with the kids and young kids who want to be inspiring young entrepreneurs what you see behind the scenes.
So, a lot of times I tell people all the time, people want the glory, but they don't know the story, or they don't want to deal with the process. During the process of having a successful business, you have to have it takes a lot of sacrifice, you know what I mean? Like you have to sacrifice everything, sometimes your family. You have to have time management, you have to have good skills in terms of budgeting, you have to be, because if not, the students will come to the space and then there's no lights, there's no AC, so you have to be able to pay your bills on time, you have to be able to communicate with parents, you have to be able to communicate with people in the community. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes into play, there's a lot of, a lot of dots that need to be connected. It's not just about the glory. It's not just about the success of it. There's a lot of things that takes place behind the scenes, but I tell people all the time, if you learn how to just enjoy the process. Don't even focus on the end result. Just enjoy what you're doing. If you love what you're doing, you're going to be successful at it. Even if it's not instant, it's going to come. So just love what you do.
Love what you do. And also she mentioned some key things, which is part of the entrepreneurial mindset. She mentioned communication, collaboration, networking. These are key principles that any entrepreneur should have when moving forward. What words of advice can you give to young entrepreneurs that are seeking to follow their dreams?
I think that when you're trying to follow your dreams, again, like I said before, be authentically you, right? Find your niche, find something that makes you happy from the inside out. Find something that you won't get tired of practicing. And always take classes. Always go out and find new research and find new knowledge. Don't get so big-headed or get so comfortable thinking that you know everything. You're never too late or never too old to grow and learn. Always continue to perfect your craft. You have to study it. Don't think that it's just natural for you. And even if it is natural for you, even natural talent has to be expounded upon. So just make sure you do the necessary work and invest in yourself. Just really invest and and be okay with doing some self-assessment. Sometimes you have to reevaluate what works and what doesn't work, and then just make the adjustments wherever you see necessary.
Self-assessment is very critical, and being open for constructive criticism.
Absolutely.
Is key. So youngsters, you want to make sure you have an open mindset. You're hearing valuable information. You see it in the flesh every day. Matter of fact, I see you every day on social media, and I saw you with the skates. I saw you doing some creative things. How do you maintain that creative edge over the other? I turn on the TV. I see, wow, that's some determination. But how do you continue to reinvent yourself and continue to be innovative in this dance profession?
I think that one of the things that sets me aside from everybody else is that most of the dance companies and the dance teachers are just they're great teachers, but aside from that, I'm also a talented dancer as well. So I think that if I can connect the dots of me being a good teacher and a great dancer too, and just put it all together. So like in this moment, we're not able to have dance classes because of COVID-19. But when we're able to come back, I'm going to still be with visibility because people are still seeing me. I'm still putting my image out there. I'm still putting, product. Okay, even if it's just me in my bedroom dancing, or if I'm in the front yard skating, there's still a lot of visibility. So you have to find ways to continuously reinvent yourself. Okay, COVID told us we can't go outside right now. Okay, Traci, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna go in my bedroom and do a little 1-2 kickball chain so that when people see me, it's like, okay, they can connect the dots. Oh, that's the lady who teaches these dancers, and it all comes together. So you have to try to find ways to just be creative.
Be creative.
Unless you want, it's either you sink or you swim.
Yep. And she mentioned something, out of sight,
out of mind.
Out of mind. So that's critical moving forward. Now, with the COVID situation, I was like, man, these dance studios gonna get hit hard. I don't see nothing going on. Things been shut down, and all of a sudden, you came up with this innovative idea about a virtual dance concert. It was a movie. Can you elaborate on how that came to be and what put that into practice?
So right before COVID hit us or whatever, we were in the process of getting ready for our annual concert. We usually have a concert in June at a theater that we always sell out. And then we were hit with this, everything had to shut down. And so I sat down for like a good maybe like 3 or 4 weeks. I tried to pay attention and be obedient to what the world was asking us to do. But then I said to myself, wait a minute, we gotta continue. We can't just stop everything. Let me just try to find a way to bring my dancers together, to bring the world together. So I said, why not do a virtual concert? We always having like Zoom meetings and different things like that, but you had never really seen, at least in Miami, a dance company of our magnitude have a virtual concert. So I said, why not? We came together and did it in 3 weeks. It was unheard of, and it was a movie. It was absolutely amazing. And then one of the things that I realized, which I may be moving forward, continue to do the same thing, is that people who never had a chance to see my company, who live in other states, now had a chance to see. So now my platform and our audience has grown tremendously. So it's not just Miami and Dade and Broward County. Now it's across, the world.
That's powerful. In every bad situation, there's always good.
Absolutely.
You just got to look at it, sit down and reflect and see how you could flip that coin into something else.
Everything is about perspective. Sometimes, you can look at the glass half full or you can look at it half empty. It's up to you how you decide you want to maneuver through situations. And at that moment, I decided to maneuver through that situation. I looked at the glass half full. Everybody else can sit back and be idle, but I wasn't going to allow that to happen.
Wow, you guys, these are powerful gems being dropped. Hope you could jump in on these things.
Right.
You know,
Right.
You know, you've been recognized in the city of Liberty City. I think you received something, an award or something like that, proclamation. Could you elaborate on how that came to be? Why you received that?
So last year we celebrated 15 years in existence, and I think that because I, pour so much into the community and my dancers within the dance company, and the community decided to recognize me. Miami-Dade County decided to give me the proclamation of Miami-Dade County and the key to the city, and I thought that was so amazing. And I don't take it lightly, and I'm honored by it, and I'm humbled because I don't think it happens to just anybody. You have to, they have to see something in you and see that you're actually genuinely pouring into the community. And I think that I've done that, for 16 plus years actually, and I don't do it for the reward, but it's always nice to be acknowledged for your work.
Wow. Key word, humble. See that? Humble. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to be surrounded with people who are making moves. How important is that for young entrepreneurs and anyone in general to surround themselves with the right kind of people?
Well, you definitely have to surround yourself with the right kind of people because birds of a feather flock together, right? And I really believe in energy and aura. And so if you're hanging around people who have great energy, who has energy that's, about like moving forward, and energy that's about like, just tackling things, of course it's going to make you want to get yourself together too. But if you're hanging around people who are just kind of like lackadaisical and comfortable where they are, that's not your crowd. That's never been my crowd. I've always wanted to be around people who can make me want to get up and do more than what I'm already doing. So I just think that birds of a feather does flock together. It's cliche, but it's true. You have to make sure you surround yourself around the right people. People that are going places, positivity.
Wow. One more thing, two more things I want to ask you. How important is skills? Because as an entrepreneur, if you don't develop your skills and practice throughout the years, how are you able to develop this particular skill set? And when did you start it? And are you continuing to develop this skill as you grow?
I think as an entrepreneur, I think developing your skill set is essential, and I think the way that you do that is by continuously training. And in my case as a dancer, you train or you take dance classes, even if it's professional development courses, and then you have to just make sure that you always stay on top of what's new and what's fresh. You don't want to be lagging behind. I think that's one of the things too. My dancers keep me young, and so I'm able to say, oh, they're doing this, let me try to figure out a way for me to take that, you tweak it and you make it your own, and you always want to just kind of stay ahead of the times. You don't want to fall behind. Stay true to who you are, of course, but you have to move with the times. Times are moving. We can't, stay dinosaurs forever, right? So you have to continue to, kind of monitor your genre or what you're a part of, and just see how the industry is moving and stay on top of it.
Wow, powerful. Skill set is important moving forward.
Absolutely, and then and don't ever be comfortable just like being where you are. I think a lot of times people think that because they're naturally intelligent or naturally talented, it's enough. It's not enough. Right? Because sometimes the most talented and the most intellectual don't get the job. It's the person that's innovative. It's the person that's a go-getter. It's the person that's passionate. It's the person that has great work ethic. Those are the things that's going to set you aside from everybody else.
Now, this just when you mentioned that, it brought to mind the keyword risk. How important is risk taking and be able to step out your shell to take that risk, to take that step into the next direction?
So I think risk is scary, but it's essential and it's necessary. I just, stepping out of your comfort zone, getting out of that box. And I don't live in a box. I create boxes everywhere I step. And I think that's one of the things that has always made me memorable, right? You got to be very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a sponge. You got to just you got to soak up everything from just all over the place. And don't corner yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. Never do that. Be okay with just being susceptible to new and innovative ideas. Just be okay with that, because once you get yourself into one small little box, you're not going to grow. You're just not going to grow. You're going to become stagnant, and nobody wants that. And then you become boring, and then somebody else is going to take your spot.
You don't want that at all. That applies to everything. That applies to
right.
Relationships,
right?
Your husband, your wife getting bored, and they get divorced.
Yeah.
I mean, it's across all platforms. So moving forward, which is making moves right here with this is Supa Studio. This place is immaculate. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, welcome back. We're here again with Supa Black Girl, you know, doing big things in the city. And man, I say worldwide. Go, we on viral, we on the internet, right?
Right.
So we worldwide. But I wanted to ask her to leave 3 key words as far as making moves, because if you're not making moves, you're gonna lose. So what 3 key words come to mind for making moves, for these young entrepreneurs to take it and run with it?
I think three words that come to mind for me are passion. You have to be passionate about what you're doing. Discipline. It takes a great deal of discipline and structure to maintain in a business and entrepreneurship. And what was the other word I used?
Did you talk about skills?
Oh, so passion, discipline, and investing in yourself.
In passion, discipline, and investing. PDI.
I like that.
Boy, could you say that one more time, please?
Passion, discipline, and investing in yourself.
And investing in yourself. Wow. Great way to end. Could you tell us about some upcoming events you have for your studio?
Yes, absolutely. So we have registration coming up on September 5th. It's for all ages. Well, we start at age 5, and it doesn't matter how old you are. We take them at all ages. And it's, we're a little, listen now, you have to have some thick skin, okay? Because I'm going to get on you, right? The skin has to be thick, but if it's not thick, if you come to me, I'll help you get there. We do all styles of dance, ballet, modern, jazz, West African, and hip hop. And it's multiple times a week, and we have 2 performances a year, and it's a great family-oriented company.
Wow. So there you have it. Definitely, I'm going to put all her links down in below, so make sure you link and check her out on Instagram. And also, I think we have the dates that's going to pop up somewhere on the screen. So make sure you guys check out Supa Black Girl and all the great things she has to offer. Now, before we end, I just want to let you know that every time we do a show, you got to wear your shades. You know, I see that you got your shades going on. I mean, those are really nice. Tell us about them. Is that a